this is Mrs. Nelson. Today we'll be representing addition of integers with two color counters. Our learning intention is, I can model addition of integers with two color counters. Our success criteria is, I can create or visualize two color counter models and zero pairs when finding the sum of two integers. In this lesson, we're going to use two color counters to represent integers, positive and negative numbers. We'll be using yellow counters to represent positive numbers and red counters to represent negative numbers. To model the number positive 4, I would use 4 yellow counters. To represent the number negative 3, I would use 3 red counters. Here I have positive 1 and negative 1. A pair of opposites, like positive 1 and negative 1, will combine to make 0. If I add 1 and then take away that same 1, I'm left with 0. We can show that with our counters as a zero pair. Positive 1 plus negative 1 equals 0. Let's model positive 4 plus negative 2. I'll need 4 yellow counters to show positive 4, and 2 red counters to show negative 2. First, we'll see how many zero pairs we can make. Rearranging the counters, I see that I have 2 zero pairs. I'll remove those. I see that I'm left with 2 yellow counters, which represents positive 2. So positive 4 plus negative 2 equals positive 2. Now let's model positive 1 plus negative 5. Positive 1 is represented by 1 yellow counter. Negative 5 is shown with 5 red counters. Again, I'll align the counters to first look for zero pairs. I see that I have 1 zero pair. Removing the zero pair, I see that I'm left with 4 red counters, which is negative 4. Positive 1 plus negative 5 equals negative 4. Last, let's represent positive 4 plus negative 4. Positive 4 is shown with 4 yellow counters. Negative 4 is shown with 4 red counters. Let's align these to look for zero pairs. I see that I have 4 zero pairs. Removing the zero pairs, I'm left with 0. So positive 4 plus negative 4 is 0. Anytime we add two opposites, we'll get a sum of 0. Thanks for learning with me.